Hello and good morning everyone. Today I'm going to teach you one very important concept of construction of a parallel line through a point with a point outside a given line. So we can see that understanding the construction of drawing a parallel line through a point outside the given line. So we've been given a line and a point outside the given line and we need to draw a parallel line to the given line. Now how it has to be done, let's see this. So first of all, what are the tools that we require to make this construction happen? So the tools that we require to make this construction happen is, one is ruler and one is compasses. Most often we used to say this as a compass, but a compass is a tool which is used for understanding the bearing in the navigation tools. So that's a different thing. Let me see if I have one I can show you. So this is known as compass. It has got angles, bearings and all those things. You might have seen this with the navigation aid. But in today's class we are going to use this. You can call this as a compass, but this is compasses, we can say actually. Okay, so how to draw? First of all, we have to understand what is given to us. So we've been given a line. Let us say this is a line, and then there is a point which is outside the given line. This is a point. Let us say this point is P. Let us say this point is P. I will name this point as P. And let us say that this line is L. We can name it as L. L might be a bit confusing, so I am making it as M. Let us say there is a line M and we need to draw a line which is parallel to the given line and passing through this point P. Now how to draw it? So there are two ways to draw a line. Now we have to understand what a parallel line means and what do we have some terminologies regarding these parallel lines. So if you see that this is a line, let us say this is one line, and I am constructing a parallel line across this with this. And if I draw a third line now, let us say this is a third line. So a line which intersects two lines at two different points is known as transversal. I am talking about this line is known as transversal. Now you might think that, is it necessary that a line intersects two lines at two distinct points? It is not necessary. They can be a concurrent lines. You can see that this is one line. Let us suppose this is the second line, and let us imagine that this is the third line. And you can see with the point of intersection of the two lines, there is a passing of third line, and these three lines are known as concurrent line, and this point is known as point of concurrence. Now here we say that these two lines are parallel. These two lines are parallel if these angles are equal. These angles are known as alternate interior angles because they are on the internal side, interior side. These are exterior angles, these are interior angles, and these are on the alternate side. So we say alternate interior angles are always equal. Similarly, if we look at it, we can say that these two angles are vertically opposite angles. So this is equal to this. So we can say that these two angles are also equal. So if I name it, I am naming it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 3 using vertically opposite angles, and angle 3 is equal to angle 5 using alternate interior angles. And so we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 5 These are known as corresponding angles. So we will be using these two. This is axiom, this is theorem. So this is a, we can say it is a experimental truth. If you see that two lines are parallel, they are passing through the same corner point, so corresponding angles are always equal. So either we can use this or alternate interior angles theorem to build a construction, to construct a line which is parallel to the given line from the point passing through outside it. So let's draw it now. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to build a transversal, and that can be built using any of these points. You can mark it here, here, anywhere. You can mark it here as well. So let me see that I am drawing from here, and I will name this point as, let us say this point is A point. So AP, I have joined P to this line M, and let AP be the transversal. I have made AP as a transversal. Now what we need to do is, with the help of this, you can see this compasses, I am going to draw an arc. So what I am going to draw, I am going to draw an arc. So you can see that I am drawing an arc, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to change the, now drawing an arc is also, like you can see that this point is known as a center of a circle, and this distance is known as radius of a circle. This distance is known as radius of a circle. Radius means this much, this length. And you see that what is a circle? If I say a circle is a collection of points which are equidistant from the fixed point known as center, and the fixed distance is known as radius. So I'm not going to change the radius, and now I'm going to draw another arc like this, another arc like this. Let me change the color, I think, so that you should not get confused. So I will change the color. So I'm constructing a different arc, you can see. Now I will copy the angle. What I need to do is I will copy the angle. So how the angles are copied? So we will find the distance between the angle. You can say this is the distance between the angle. We can say these are the angles, because this is the only angle. This much is the rotation. If I talk you about how much is the rotation, you can say this much is the rotation. This is the radius. So what I can do is I can put this here, and now I will draw another arc to intersect the previous arc. You can see, and let us name this point as, let me use some darker color. I think this might be fine. Okay. So we will name this point as, let us say, PA, and let us say B. So this is point B. Now what I am going to do is I am going to join this P and B. I can put it here, and then I will join these 2 points. Now you can see that these 2 points are parallel. Sorry, these 2 lines are parallel. We can say that this line is parallel to this. So to check the construction, I have a protractor with me. Let us see what is the angle here. So it is, if I show you, so you can see it is quite closer to between. So this is an obtuse angle, so we can say it is between 109 and 110, and you will find the same angle from the other side if we rotate this protractor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this protractor and show you this angle again. You can see, So this is the same angle as, because the angle is measured from here, so you can say, oh yeah, so from this side if you measure, these are alternate interior angles, and from this side if you measure it, you will see that this particular angle P is coming as between 69 and 70. So this is coming between 69 and 70, and the same angle can be seen from here as well. You see this? Again you see this angle is between 69 to 70. I can once again show you with the, you can see this. Okay, so the angle comes same. All right, now this is one of the way using the, we can say, alternate interior, copying the alternate interior angles theorem. We made these two angles equal, this angle and this angle. Okay, so what was the first step? We drew a line from P, that is a transversal on this line M, and then this mark a point A here. Then from A, with any radius I drew an arc. After that, with the same radius I draw another arc from P, and let us suppose that this arc, the previous arc, meet at these 2 points. Let us name these 2 points as also, we can make it as Q and R. So we will measure QR, and then from this point where it meets this, we measured another R to meet at B, and then I joined BP to construct this parallel line from the point outside the given line. So is this the only way that we can draw this? The answer is no, there is one more way. Let's learn that way as well. So I'm going to keep this with me. Okay. Now, is this the only way? The answer is no. We have one more way, and let's learn that way as well. Now, in the second part, again we are going to use the same two things. So we've been given a line. Let us suppose that this is a line, and let us say the line is, again we will name it as M, and then there is a point outside this line, and this point is, let us say again this point is P. Now we have to construct from P okay, now we have to so I'm bringing this down. So from P I have to draw one more parallel line. So what I will do is, this time I will draw a transversal passing through P, okay, at some distance. I will extend it. Now what is the second step that I need to do is, I will draw an arc now. So now I'm going to draw an arc with some radius. Let us say I have taken this radius as this much. So I'm drawing an arc to intersect the 2 points, 2 lines at 2 points. Let us say the 2 points are, this is A, and let us say this is B, maybe. Now I need to draw a corresponding angle. So from P, without changing the radius, I will draw one more arc like this. to intersect the same extended line at, let us say, one of the point. Now I am marking it as, I will go serially, I am marking it as C now. So we have A, B and C. Now can we measure from this B, can we measure this A? The answer is yes. So can we measure, let us suppose that B corresponds to C. So from C, with the same radius, this much, I am cutting an arc to meet the previous arc. Let us say at D, it is meeting at, let us say Q. Q is the point. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to join PQ. And now I will show you that these two corresponding angles are equal. Let us see this. So if I zoom it now under the binocular, if you see, the angle here is how much? So the angle is going, so this is an acute angle. So it is 73 and 74. It is between 73 and 74. And if I just take this on the other part of the construction, you will again find this between the same two angles, that is 73 and 74. Let us see again. So you can again say it is between 73 and 74. So what we have done is, we have made the corresponding angles equal. So there are two ways to construct a line through a parallel line from a point outside to a given line. So what is the first way? We can say it is make the alternate interior angles equal, or make the corresponding angles equal. These are the two theorems and exam, one theorem and one exam, which is used to construct a parallel line. So with this I am going to end this class. Thank you for watching, and if you want, we can discuss some of the questions as well. So yes, I think we should discuss some of the questions with us. So let us discuss some questions. So let us see. So understanding the tools required for the construction. Which two tools are mainly required to construct a parallel line through a point outside the given line? The answer is compasses and ruler, because ruler is used to copy the ruler is used to draw the straight line that is transversal, and the compasses is used to copy the angle. Okay, so this is the answer. Now coming to the second part of the question, understanding reason behind construction, part 1. So when a transversal cuts two lines, which angle condition proves that the lines are parallel? So we can say corresponding angles are equal. Yes. Adjacent angles are equal? No. Adjacent angles are equal means they are 90 degree. They doesn't prove that they are parallel. Vertically opposite angles are always equal, and supplementary angles are equal. That means if the two angles are supplementary, they are equal, they are 90 degree. It doesn't say that the angles, the lines are parallel. Again, if we look at the third question, which other angle can also be confirmed, used to confirm parallelism? So the answer is alternate interior angles are equal. So if the alternate interior angles are equal, we can say that lines are parallel. Okay, last question, what is the first step in the alternate interior angles method? So the first step is to draw a transversal through point P. That means the line L. In our case, it was line M. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Place the compass on P and draw an arc cutting the line L. No, that is not the. So how can we be unsure that where to put the compass? So first, what we need to do is we have to draw a transversal. All right. Okay. So we have discussed these questions. I would like to see more of you practicing some of the questions that will be given to you. Thank you so much. Bye.